Hello, my name is Megan Garcia. Basketball has done a lot for me. It has been a confidence builder and an ultimate test of character. I thank God for giving me the ability to play basketball. Growing up, my first sport was baseball, but I have always been sports orientated. I started playing basketball, organized basketball in the 8th grade. I never played AAU basketball. My main way of learning was street basketball with grown men. So that has been an ultimate test of character for me, in that I have always held myself to a higher standard, because being the only girl on a court full of men, it makes you question whether you have the ability to play at a higher level. And so when I first started playing basketball, when I exited high school, I didn't know what I was going to do, right? So I knew I had talents and abilities. I didn't have any scholarships or any offers, and I was going to join the military. And I had enlisted in the Navy, and I had been given a date to leave for basic training. And in November of 2013, I remember playing basketball outside, and I had got, somebody hit me while I was in the air, so I landed awkwardly, and I tore my meniscus. And so I lost that opportunity to go to the military. And I remember crying in my room and praying, and I didn't even know who I was praying to. And I was saying, please, make a way, please. And then from that moment, God started to work in my life. I remember emailing junior colleges here in Florida, and there was one specifically, Indian River State College in Fort Pierce, and her name was Diana Couch. And she emailed me back saying, we have opportunities. If you can come to Fort Pierce and try out, we could offer you something. And so I went, and she liked what she saw. And from that moment, I knew that God had given me these talents and abilities to be used for His glory. Now, it has not been easy. I have failed many times. God has given me the opportunity to show what I can do, but it comes with accountability. And most recently, I have failed, right? But what mainly I want to say is, God would not give us more than we could handle. So what basketball has done for me has been the ultimate test of character.
My name is Mike Levy. I'm a senior here at Johnson University. Basketball has opened up a lot of doors for me. It got me to this college. It gives me connections out into the real world when I start my career. I'm just thankful for basketball because it's helped me journey through life, and I got a lot of brothers from it and a lot of family and a lot of connections.
My name is Bailey Answell, and I play at Johnson University, Florida. I'm a shooting guard, and I've been playing basketball since I can remember. It's always been a part of my life, and I didn't really get serious about it till maybe high school, and it just became part of a lifestyle and just who I am. I really don't know what I would be or who I would be without basketball. It's just helped me make a lot of new friends and relationships that I would never have gotten to do, I feel like, in any other sport, or even just not playing a sport at all. Basketball has helped me to, especially with my dad. He's been my coach up until my last year of high school. And our relationship just grew through basketball, and just learning about each other too. I think spiritually, basketball it's just been a blessing, and I feel like God is going to use me someday as a coach to help impact children who are going through hard stuff, because I didn't grow up with a rough life or anything, but basketball has always been my outlet, just to get my mind off things. It's always nice to be able to go to practice and not have to worry about, oh, I have to do homework right now. It's kind of like a getaway. I can't imagine not having practice or a game every day and having an excuse to not be doing schoolwork or deal with life. And so that's something that I can't wait to be able to make an impact with. But also just when I pray for things and God answers, that's just a growth in my relationship with Him, and that's just a big deal in my life, especially going to a Christian school. Going here has definitely helped me to grow especially just with the challenges of being Christian and being judged sometimes. But, you know, it's always rewarding just to always follow through.
My name is Emmy Weekly, and I am a freshman here at Johnson University. I got the opportunity to come here and play volleyball. I am a middle, technically, but I kind of play all the way around. Honestly, when I was about 5, I started playing volleyball on a club team for 10 and unders. I did this because basically as soon as I could stand up, my sister started throwing volleyball to me because she grew up playing volleyball. And then once I got on that club team, my dad was my coach. So it's just always been a part of my family and a part of who we are because that's just our sport. That's what we love doing. So I grew up playing club pretty much every year after that until I could start playing in middle school. And from then on, I realized I want to do this as long as I possibly can. So I did whatever I could to just keep growing so that I could keep going harder and harder and further and further. Honestly, when I play volleyball, I feel closer to God than when I'm doing almost anything else because it's a way for me to be different in my actions than other people are and show they'll wonder why I'm different, and then I can say oh well, I'm a Christian, I want to love other people. And it's also just brought me to God when I'm going through a hard time and I can go play volleyball because I just love doing it and I can see how awesome God is while I'm doing that. So yeah, volleyball has basically been one of the biggest foundations I've built my life on, and I really don't know what I would do if I didn't have it.
My name is Raymond McLeod, and being a Johnson University son to me has been such a very humbling experience. As I got here, I was a transfer student, and I was just looking for a place to call home. And here, when I first got here, you know, the culture and the environment and just the people just really just shaped me to grow spiritually as well as mentally and physically on the basketball court. But it's just been an absolute amazing experience. Even though we have struggled a lot with a lot of resources and not having the things that potentially other teams may have in our conference, we were still able to just come together and just fellowship and love one another and be humble and blessed with the opportunities and things that we had. And even though we went through those different circumstances, it really pushed us to the next level. So it's just been an honor and privilege to be here, you know, on the basketball team as well as a student in the classroom. And I just want to thank everyone just for their support and all their love just to help this organization and this program grow.
So however you want to support this university and this culture, we just want to say thank you.
This is more than just a gym. This is the center of our university. This is the center of our culture. This is where we worship. This is where we play. And thank you for your contribution.